Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So we are from Group 11. First of all, I would like to introduce me and my teammates. So my name is Rayhan Kharisma Safitri.
My name is Radezha Humaera.
And the title of our ISAS is Implementation of EA Framework. Next. Okay, so here are the table of contents. We have 4 of them. The first one is what is Zachman framework. The second one is explanation of PeduliLindungi. The third one is problem analysis, which is PeduliLindungi application planning using Zachman framework. And the last one is conclusion. Next.
Okay, so first one we're gonna explain about the what is Zachman framework. Next. Zachman framework provides a means of classifying an organization's architecture. It is a proactive business tool which can be used to model an organization's existing function, elements, and process while helping manage business change. The Zachman framework used 36 categories for describing anything from products to service to hardware and software. Categories are organized in 6 rows by 6 columns, forming a two-dimensional matrix with 36 cells that helps you visualize the topic, problem, or a product. Zachman framework does not specify where development activities come from application starts. The use of assumptions can be used to determine control over the scope of the system design. To confirming the validation of assumption, organization can use Zachman rows, cross the Zachman column to get through drivers are first what, second how, the third is where, the fourth is who, when, and then the last one is why. So John Zachman defines a column in a matrix to describe data, function, location, and the people it should be accessed and is involved in the organization, the timing of the events occurring, and motivation that determines how a business runs. Then on the line section is described about aspects of the development process, namely scope, business model, information system model, model technology, model components, and system functions. Next.
Okay, so the second one we're gonna explain about PeduliLindungi. So PeduliLindungi is an application developed to assist relevant government agencies in tracking to stop the spread of corona disease, also known as COVID-19. This application relies on community participation to share location data with each other while traveling, so that contact history tracing with COVID-19 sufferers can be carried out. Users of this application will also get a notification if they are in a crowd or are in a red zone, namely an area or village where it has been recorded that there are people infected with positive COVID-19 or there are patients under surveillance. So when you download PeduliLindungi, the system will ask for your consent to enable location data, which active location conditions. The application will periodically identify your location and provide information related to the growth and zoning of the spread of COVID-19. The results of this tracing will make it easier for the government to identify anyone who needs to receive further treatment in order to stop the spread of COVID-19. Thus, the more people's participation using this application, the more it will help the government in tracking and tracking. Next.
Okay, so now we're gonna explain about the problem analysis, PeduliLindungi application planning using Zachman framework. Next. For the preparation of PeduliLindungi application planning, the stage in the Zachman framework are required, which include the following stage. First one is goal and scope. The second is enterprise model, system model, technology model, detailed shapes, and functioning enterprise. But now we're gonna explain about 4 of them. Next. Okay, so the first one is goals and scope. Here's the why, how, what, who, where, and when. First is why. So the goals and scope in the Zachman framework of making PeduliLindungi application is to dissemination of information about COVID-19, such as data on recovered and infected cases, data on red zone, storing personal vaccine data, searching for vaccine information, and keeping personal travel diary data. And how we could implement implementate the goals and scope. The first one, government updates the red zone data every week. The government updates the COVID-19 case data every week, infected, recovered, and died. The government controls the registration of vaccine on the application. People input their data completely, and people check in and check out every time they travel outside. What? COVID-19 case data, red zone data, vaccine certificate data, and also travel diary data. Who? BUMN together with the Ministry of Communication and Information of the Republic of Indonesia and PT Telkom Indonesia. Where does this event occur? So in the Directorate General of Post and Information Technology, Ministry of Communication and Informatics. When the government has regulation to update every week based on PPKM level, and the public can renew the vaccine certificate after they receive the vaccine and receive a travel diary after checking in and checking out. Next.
Okay. The second one is enterprise model. So here are the why, who, what, who, where, and when. The first one is why. So dissemination of information about COVID-19, such as data on recovered and infected cases, data on red zones, storing personal vaccine data, searching for vaccine information, and keeping personal travel diary data. And the second one, how is this running? There is a mechanism for sending COVID-19 data by the Ministry of Health and the to the management of the communication and information technology to be input in the application. People who have just installed the application are expected to fill in data such as ID number and cell phone or email so that the data on vaccinations and COVID tests can be properly integrated. What? This is the following described data needs of the entities. The decomposition is done through the depiction of a business entity relational diagram. So the first one is government. Government is control Kominfo, also Kemenkes, and then Kemenkes is giving data to the Kominfo, and then Kominfo is give the information to the public. Second, the third one is who is participate here. So there are the government, Ministry of Health and Communication and Information, and then where Directorate General of Post and Information Technology, also known as PPI, and also the Ministry of Communication and Informatics. When? So the government has regulations to update data every week. The public can renew the vaccine certificate after they receive the vaccine, renew COVID-19 test result after taking test, and receive a travel diary after checking in and checking out. Next, we're gonna moving on to the system model. So yeah, why? The reason is the main purpose of this application is to handle the growth of COVID-19 in Indonesia. So we need to connect and provide transparency of COVID-19 data to the people of Indonesia. How? So how this running is sending all data from the Kemenkes to Kominfo, and then sending the data from vaccine providers such as hospitals regarding data on people who have been vaccinated, and retrieval of data from community input in the application. And the last one is a recapitulation of COVID-19 statistics. What? The data is Indonesian data related to COVID-19. Who are participate here is Ministry of Health and Communication and Information, also known as Kemenkes and Kominfo. Where? So yeah, here Kominfo, community input and vaccine providers is giving data to the service client and then going to the service server, and the last one it's going to be shown in PeduliLindungi. When? So yeah, the government has regulations to update data every week. The public can renew the vaccine certificate after they receive the vaccine, renew COVID-19 test result after taking test, and receive a travel diary after checking in and checking out. Next.
Okay, so the last one is the technology model of Zachman architecture on PeduliLindungi application. So here's the user interface of PeduliLindungi application. The first one is the landing page of PeduliLindungi, where all the features are showed here. People can also scan QR code easily by clicking the scan QR code button. And the second one, this is the vaccine page that show the vaccine certificate that provided by the Ministry of Health. So we can show our certificate here. The third one is the check-in page or travel diaries where people could see their past travel data. The fourth is the COVID-19 test page where people could see their test data after they got COVID test. And the data is also provided by the Ministry of Health. The fifth one is the vaccine registration page for those who have not been vaccinated and want to get the vaccine. Data for places that provide vaccines are also provided by the Ministry of Health, who receive data from their respective regions. And the sixth one is the statistics page for COVID-19 cases in Indonesia. And these statistics are updated every day with data sent by the Ministry of Health. Other than that, there are other features on PeduliLindungi applications such as teledoctor or many other features that we can show it all here. Next. Okay. So this is the network technology model implementation of metro area network in Kominfo. This model of Kominfo integrated with Dinas Pendapatan Daerah, Kantor Bupati, BPK, and also Bapeda. So here you can see the network technology model implementation of Dinas Kominfo. Next. Okay, we're going to the conclusion of our project ISAS. In a sense, enterprise architecture helps the projects and IT policies to achieve the results of the desired business and remain at the top of the trends and interruptions of the sector using the principles and practice of architecture, a process also known as an enterprise architecture planning or EAP. So overall, the Zachman framework produced a blueprint that can model a data information system in PeduliLindungi application with well-structured and integrated. So I think that's all from group 11. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.